Hi everyone, I want to welcome you all, especially to today's live trading session. So quickly, I'm gonna take you through my market directional bias and what I'm seeing in the market for the week. I'm also gonna let you know what I'll be trading this new week. So what I wanted to do is share the links to all of the content, let them know that we're live. Okay. And I'll be distributing much value in this live session. And it's important that everyone who is a newbie trader or a pro trader, okay, trader has been no much experience, that they should connect and be a part of this. So send out the links to them and let them know we're live. All right. So I'm personally trying to share out my link. I'm also trying to share it on the group. So in case you need the link, you can just copy it from the group and forward it to your contacts. Give me a few seconds. All right. So all right. So I have my link. I'm trying to drop it on the group so that those of you that are on the group can easily access the link and then probably share it out to your contacts. All right, so I have it on the free channel. I've posted it on the VIP. Okay, so and I want to share it on my status as well. Right, so quickly, I'm going to share my screen with you now and show you what I'm seeing in the market. Excuse me. All right, first of all, I was supposed to confirm that my audio is excellent. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so we have audio. Okay, so now this is the market, and first of all, I'm going to start with the dollar index. Now, we're going to win more trades this week. I have my reasons. I've been able to do a bit of upgrade with my trading strategy. Okay, so I've added a few more things to my trading strategy that would help us, make some better market decisions. I'll be letting you know much about that update soon, but it's just about AI. Now, not AI automated trade. Now, I don't have an issue with those who use AI automated trading. The only issue I think I always like to tell people is it's not sustainable in a very long time. Okay, so especially because there is no broker that is foolish enough to allow a bot trading on his platform and successfully make him go bankrupt. Because what you don't know is what you are getting in the market is what somebody is losing in the market. So the market gives you what someone is losing. Okay, so where are the brokers making their money if all the AI bots are just excellent? So, but what I would want to teach my community is how they can use AI for precision. Of course, AI is smarter than us. AI is better than us in precisions. And let me give you an example. I'm sure you can see my screen. The last entry I posted on on Friday. Was it on Friday now or Saturday? I think it was Saturday on Ethereum. That entry confirmation was finalized with AI. Now, if you look at, you see the first entry I posted. This is it. Then I said buy now. I posted stop loss TP. Did you see that? See the precision. Now, if I was the one to use my brain, I might not know exactly when to go in. Okay. Now look at this one, boom 500. It got induced. The AI actually said it was going to induce. Which one again? Now, if you're wondering which AI is Chat GPT. Now, not ordinary Chat GPT, Chat GPT Pro, the one that is subscribed. And then not just Chat GPT. So you cannot just get on Chat GPT and start using it. So that's why it's an update, and I will need to teach you how to do that. You will need to train it, okay, to be able to know what you want it to do. Otherwise, ChatGPT does not trade. Disclaimer: ChatGPT does not trade. It's not allowed. It doesn't have that ability. It doesn't have that capacity. ChatGPT can only respond to what you teach it. Okay, so you can teach it what it can do for you. So that means if you are not yet a profitable trader, you will still not be able to do this. You see why you still need someone, because what do you want to teach the AI that will make it be precisely accurate with what you want? Okay, so it's something that you would still need the expertise of your trading skill to be perfect for you to be able to get that correct. So that's boom 500. And okay, now this is GBP JPY. For those of you who are following the trends, you know that these have hit TP already. And this was an entry I posted before the close of markets on Friday. Now, I was using my head to predict this analysis, and that's the limitation of man. I was saying that it was time to buy. When I asked the AI if I should buy, he said no. I said no. Okay, but did you see this? So this was the buy I was saying, but I didn't see the inducement coming. So you can see why it is good to use AI, because the AI tells you exactly when to go in. Now let me show you GBP USD. And this is GBP USD. There was a particular sell I was anticipating around here during the Asian session into the London session this morning. I've taken it out, and the AI kept saying, don't sell. Can you see? I should have sold from here to here, and it should have taken me out by now. So the AI saved me that trouble. So that's why I'm bringing it to you now in my community that this week we're going to, because I have upgraded my strategy. So in as much as my strategy is very good, but sometimes you're not sure when to go in or when to go out, I've now been able to use the intelligence of an AI to train the AI to understand my strategy perfectly, such that when my brain as a human, because the human brain has its own limitation. So when we talk about psychological problems like emotional problems, um, fear of missing out, which is FOMO. We talk about money. What's it called? Money desire, because sometimes you want to make some kind of amount of money, and it makes you start taking market entries decisions that you would normally not take. Okay, so these are things that AI avoids, because AI is not a human, it does not have emotions. So that's why when you have been able to do your analysis successfully as a human being, perfect, good trader, professional trader, you can train the AI to understand that your strategy and your analysis, and then tell the AI to tell you when to go in. Now, there's another thing about the AI that you must be careful about. You can confuse the AI and it will start misbehaving. That's why you also need to be taught how to teach it. When the AI is confused, it will misbehave, it will give you wrong entries. Okay, so that's why it's not excellent also. Before AI will be very perfect in trading, it will be from 2030. And that is because through my research, I found that Elon Musk is currently training Grok. I'm sure some of you know Grok. Grok is another AI owned by Elon Musk. And he's training Grok so far to understand trading, and from his prediction from 2030. So if for any reason the trading industry is able to review their terms, and then brokers are allowed to let AIs in from their platforms without manipulating it through algorithm, then I will tell you that from 2030, if rapture does not occur, that trading can now be very sustainable with AI. By then, a lot of people will probably leave the business because there'll be no much money in the business. Now, I'm talking of brokers, okay? Don't get me wrong. A lot of brokers will leave because when people start winning in the market, what will the broker be making? So, you see the reason why the broker will want to leave the market. What will the broker be making? When people are making a lot of money, okay? So, that's it. So, with the AI precision, this is it. This is my chat GPT, if you can see my screen. And this is my GBP USDT AI bot built. Okay, so I'm going to be using it to get the actual entry. So if you look, you see that there was this one I was anticipating. This was it. See the entry. Okay, so I kept asking the AI, is it time? And it says, I'm not confirming the sell yet. So it's smarter than us in psychology. So if the challenge with your strategy is psychological problem, which is the major problem in trading, AI has dealt with that. Okay, but don't say because there is AI you will not learn trading. I want you to really get this correctly, because if you get this wrong, you have missed it for life. Okay, you must still learn trading. You can actually learn trading faster now because it is the psychology that takes time to build. So if you hear people tell you that it took them 5 years, took them 10 years to understand trading, it's because the trading psychology takes time. You get, so, but in as much as you have even perfected the psychology after 5, 10 years, you still have issues. This is the issue. The market during Joe Biden's tenure is not the same currently with Trump's current administration. In fact, the market now looks a bit closer to the last time Trump was president than when Joe Biden, or the one before Trump, I think it was Obama, right, was president. So you can see that that on its own can affect your psychology. Imagine a psychology you already adjusted from Trump's last administration into Joe Biden's administration. I'll give you an example. The market does not retest when Trump was president. It always moves aggressive. First time, when Joe Biden came into power, it started taking out aggressive traders. Market became more conservative. So most of us that understood that psychological term were able to become conservative, and we won a lot of trades during Joe Biden. Now, from the transition of Joe Biden to Trump, the market went haywire, right? It was boom, 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 boom. Trump now balancing administration, brought in new laws and everything. What happened? The market adjusted back to the previous time. So the market is currently aggressive. Look at the charts. Look at GBP. Can you see? Normally, during Joe Biden's administration, this candle will come back. We trade a retest. Now, but because it's Trump's administration, this is an aggressive market. Okay, you're not seeing it well in 15 minutes. Let me show you in 5 minutes. Now look at 5 minutes. Can you see? It's an aggressive market. There's no break of structure here. Market broke structure here, retested, went up, acted like it was failing, retested again, did a double top. Double top is a sign of reversal. So the only way you can trade this normally during Joe Biden's time is you must have a retest or a down break of structure to confirm the sell. If you're going to trade it as a buy, you must have another up break of structure, which this is an up break of structure. And it did not retest. So let me just do a quick drawing so you can understand what I mean. If it was during Joe Biden's administration, this market would go like this, which is why you can see my entry point. It will do this during Joe Biden's administration. But now this is a Trump administration. It's not the same. It's aggressive. It could not retest. It will go and hit that TP. In fact, if you are now saying, okay, it will still retest because of all this plenty imbalance, it will now come, give an A pattern. Let me show you what I mean by A pattern. It will now come, give a head. This is left shoulder, right? This is a head. It will now come, give a down head like this, give a right shoulder, and go down. And you hit stop loss. So, but these AI can dictate, because you can train the AI to say, okay, this is Trump's administration is aggressive. Okay, please, my strategy, make my strategy not be conservative like Joe Biden's administration, make it aggressive like Trump's first administration. It will have more better predictions and precisions. So that's what the AI will do for us. So get ready. This week we're going to make much money. We're going to win more trades. So quickly, oh sorry, my screen, since someone's comments that my screen is not shared. I'm really sorry about that. And I corrected that last week. And I've said a lot, but I've not started analysis. Okay. I said some things about Chat GPT, my AI, and all. But I hope you get the terminologies where I said that the AI is helping us for better market precision. So the Chat GPT is helping us. So I use the expertise of my trading. Who is calling me? Or is it that the person doesn't know that I'm in a class? Sorry, I got a call. The screen is currently being shared. I can check it with my device. Yeah, my screen is currently being shared. And there's audio. Okay, so sorry about the screen that was not being shared before. That's been corrected. All right, so let's quickly do the weekly analysis. But like I said, get ready. We're going to be winning more trades this week. And that's because of the AI precision. So initially, you will need psychological fix before you can be able to win entries. Can you see what I'm saying about aggressive markets? You don't get to see this kind of market during Trump's administration. Okay? You don't get to see this kind, but you're getting it now because of, sorry, you don't get to see this kind during Joe Biden's administration. You're getting to see this kind because Trump is the one in market. The market has changed. Market has truly changed. So quickly, let's go straight to the dollar index and let's start analyzing the market for the week. Okay, so what are we saying? What's the trend direction? All right, so price has already tested this. Why didn't I see this coming? So this is our supply zone. Price has tested the supply zone. Okay, and obviously market now is posing bearish. So all I'm going to be interested to is to look for bearish moves on the dollar index. Okay, then for the GBP USD, of course, you know, it's directly proportional to the dollar index. So if I'm going to be looking for bearish moves on the dollar index, that means I'm going to be looking for bullish moves on GBP USD. But I'm going to stop it. Okay, this has been mitigated, so I can't stop here again. This one is currently being mitigated, so I don't need to draw it. Okay, I hope you understand what I mean. If you understand my strategy, there is a previous supply zone here where the markets movers can most likely move the markets to the downside, but it's been tested before, so the probability for it to hold price is a bit low, so we take it out. All we just need to know now is that this bullish move is valid and confirmed. Okay, so it looks like there's a demand zone here as well. So two demand zones sitting on each other. That's the peculiarity of the chart at the moment. So basically, I'm going to be interested in bullish move. So this might still play. That's where the AI comes in. Okay. So this might still play. I have already trained the AI. I've already trained it to know what to do for me. I even named it GBP USD AI bot. Now my wife trades. She trades synthetics, and this is what I did for her. I trained um, ChatGPT to help her take her final precisions for entries that you can see. This is it. This is one of the trades that she took. And you see, you cannot snap on free ChatGPT. You have to subscribe for it with money before you can be able to snap. You can see she takes pictures with it. It makes your communication with ChatGPT faster. So if you look here, you see this is the one I built. Like, this is for GBP Now I told you something about confusing the AI. I prefer to use different charts. So if I want to do gold, I'll start a new chart, then I'll train it. What's on your agenda today? I'll tell it what I am analyzing gold to look like. So you see, you still need the skill. If as an ordinary person you want to trade now without the skill, you can't use the chat GPT does not trade. Let's try. Let's try. Just that this one has been trained. Let's try. Let's see the answer. Trade gold. Can you see? Because this one has been trained. Now, if you use the one that has not been trained, let's try. I think this is another one that has not been trained. I think I trained this one by mistake. I didn't know this account was not paid. This is another account that was not paid. It's a church account. Okay, let's try. Trade gold. I trained this one, but let me see if it has the memory. Can you see now? Different from the other answer. You see, if you are asking whether you should trade gold, you say the answer depends on your strategy. So he has not yet understood the strategy very well. But this one understands my strategy. In fact, we have built a bot together. I'm going to talk to you about the bot when I get to synthetic. This is it. With high winning rates. You can see one of the trades that was taken just recently. 5 wins, eight entries, 5 wins, 3 losses. So we have built a board together. So that's to tell you that this one understands my strategy. So when I say trade gold, I didn't say much. He said, yes, we can trade gold using your strategy because he knows my strategy. So I'm telling you now, because your own ChatGPT, when you tell him to trade, he will tell you that he does not trade. He will not give you the answer that you need. That's what he was telling me before. So I haven't done some courses on AI. I learned that I can that for AI to do what you want, you train it. AI doesn't have its own intelligence. It's an artificial intelligence. So what do you mean artificial? That means it's not there. It's like someone who uses an artificial leg. It doesn't mean that's the real leg. What it means is either the person has metal in his leg or the person has, let me use teeth, artificial teeth. It means that either the person has a silicone built teeth or a gold built teeth or whatever material was used, but that's not the real teeth. So the AI does not have the real thing. It's the point I want you to understand when you hear the word artificial. Because some of you are carried away by the smartness of AI. You're thinking that AI knows everything. No, AI only knows what it was taught. The smartness of AI is that it can remember. We sometimes as traders, like sometimes I've seen a situation where I woke up tired in the morning. I wanted to take trade. I did not remember my strategy. It has happened to me before because I overworked myself. So I came on the system to trade. I didn't remember, especially when I'm starting a new strategy. Those days when I used to change from strategy to strategy, I didn't remember my strategy. But AI is not like that. AI is not stressed. It doesn't get tired. It can only get confused, especially when you give it so many information. So I'm building a new site for the gold. So this is for GBP USD. I'm going to build a new site for gold when I want to trade gold. I'll build a new site for crypto when I want to trade crypto and all for better precision. Okay. So I already told you that I'm going to be buying GBP USD, right? So the analysis has been done already. So all you need to do is you now go and tell the AI that this is what I'm waiting for. So the AI is not trading for you. Are you getting? It's only helping you know exactly when to go in to get better market decision. If you allow the AI trade for you to mess you up, because ChatGPT is one of the most corrupt when it comes to confusion. It's one of the most corrupt. It will lie to you. It will lie to you because that's how it was programmed. So you have to be smart as you are using it to know when it's lying. So before somebody will say, so that's why I say disclaimer, it doesn't trade. It only just helps you. So it's a support system. And this is it. I've asked it, when should we trade? Look at his answer. He said, this is 15 minutes. Okay, let me play the audio. I don't know if you will hear it. It will read it faster than me. All right, the audio is not on the laptop. Um, what's it called? Future. But I think it's on iPhone. I think the audio is on iPhone Future. Let me see if I can get it. All right, I think it's iPhone Future. This 15M update is important. The market has now shown us exactly why chasing buy at 1.370 euro was poor trade geometry. The bullish analysis was correct. GBP USD continued from roughly 133.335 to 1.33829, nearly a 50 pip expansion. The 15M structure is aggressively bullish. So he's looking at the entry from 133.759. So let's check that. 133.759, 133.759, 133.759, 759. This is where he's looking at the entry from. What do you do as a smart trader? You just come there and you start waiting for price. In the market, you do more waiting than entering. That's how you can win. Now, if you get this is a okay. This is not much. This 25 pips profit. So since it's 25, we're only going to risk. Let me say 7.5 is 15, right? 9 is 18. Yeah, we can risk 9 and we can still get good profits. So this is okay. This is a good entry. So you see, if you're using your head, you might not know exactly. And then guess what? Another smart thing about the algorithm, sorry, the AI, is that when price eventually comes to where it says he's expecting to buy, you can still ask him if it's time, and it can still tell you whether it's time or not. So that's the beautiful thing about it. So that's done for GBP Let's go straight to the next pair. So I'm going to be using that to trade EU, NU, it's EU, NU, AU, but I discussed that with the VIP community. Then I have the GBP CHF. This one pair that has been very clear in movements. You can see the move. I didn't see this buy coming. I should have taken it. Okay, but it's not a problem. So currently it has broken structure to the upside. Take note of that. Broke structure to the upside. Remember, the market is aggressive. Then it has given us a clear demand zone. Okay. Then at the same time, it's giving us a clear FVG, also known as fair value gap. Now, all these things are mapping at a point of interest. They are special areas where price can get to and then pass pushing up. So they are potential entry points. So now when you now go down to your entering time frame, what do you start looking at for? You start waiting for price to get there and give you confirmations to know when to go in. So with this now, after having trained your AI, let me see, there's a particular side I trained it, which I don't really trust. I mean, I will need to give it a specific training on that particular one. So, but let me just use it for the sake of this class to see what he has to say about GBP CHF. So I'm going to ask him now. I don't want to use this. This in trading strategy somewhere. Yeah, I think it's this. All right, so let me ask him now. Let me see what he has to say about this. So, but that's my analysis. I've done my analysis. It's a bullish market. So I just want price to come, and then we'll begin to look for where to go from there. Let me see what he has to say. Now look at what AI is saying. You say on these, the market has already given a strong bullish. Correct, just as I've said. You say, but don't buy yet. It now says buy around. Can you see? It has sent out the signal because it has been trained. It has been told what to risk. It has been told. So you will need to train it first. And if you are not good in trading, then you cannot train it. So you see why you cannot still jeopardize the skill of trading. Like those of you that are running to go and start using AI to trade, I'm sorry for you. AI will mess you up. So it says buy around 75.50. Let's check that. Say buy around 75.50. That's here. Here. So this is where you say you should buy from. Okay. Where did I call fair value gap? The point of interest. Now it's not telling you to buy immediately. So like those of you that will say, oh, see short signal, post time. No, I don't trade like that. I have to wait for price to get there to still give me a final confirmation. That's how to win more. If you go and set an entry there, price gets there and does not respect you or respect your decision, you've lost. So it's better to wait. So this is it. This is what the AI is expecting. And that is exactly what I was expecting based on my strategy. So my strategy says that if price gets here, buy. Did you get that? And my strategy says that if price gets here, buy. So depending on where you see the buy confirmation, so you can see how to use AI now, right? So let's go to the next one. That's crypto. It helped us to get one nice Ethereum entry during Saturday time. So this is Ethereum. So let's see what does it look like. So this is Ethereum from the overall trend. Okay, it's been bullish for a very long time. Currently looks like it's going to be retracing. Can you see? So right now it's not very clear, but this candle looks bullish. But I don't think it would be wise to buy Ethereum at this tip. So I've drawn it in the higher time frame, which is the 4-hour time frame. I'm going to go down to the 15 minutes time frame to see what I drew. So if you're going to buy Ethereum, it should be within. Okay, should be within. So can you see? So the market looked a little bit skeptical in directional bias. So what do? You can ask the AI. It can tell you the bias because it has been trained. So AI Alpha, what bias is this? Let's know. For me, that's a bullish bias. But one thing about trading is another trader can come and say it's a bearish bias and find bearish entries, and the both people are correct because that's a consolidating market. It can be bullish and it can be bearish. Now, did you see what he said? My preferred setup is a buy. He says, wait for what? A buy. So where is his area? Where is his area where he wants to buy? According to him, he's saying he would like to buy from 1784. Okay, 1784, 1784, 1784, 1784, 1784, 1784. Its car price is already very close. Oh. That means we might get that entry. So this is where he wants to buy from 1784. So what do? You wait there. So this is one we anticipated before it failed. You can just take it there. Remember I told you the price will not exceed there, right? First of all, that's what you should target. So this can be an entry. So you can now copy this if you're using the paste it and just ask him when to go in. So this is what I'm going to be using for those of you that are going to be trading with me this week. I'm going to be using it to get precisions, accurate precisions. So most of the entries we're going to be getting this week will be winning entries. So you can see what he has to say. He said clear setup, clear setup. Then he said wait. Okay, so we're going to be waiting. When price gets into the zone we're looking at, then I and the AI will then decide whether we should go in. So that's done for crypto. Now let's go straight to why you people still doing me like this and OP. Eh? I'm sorry, OP is trying to debit me from OP is trying to debit me from something I don't want it to debit me from. And I disabled the card and I don't know. I'm surprised. I'm getting a notification that they're still trying to debit. 1 minute, please. All right, so I just want to confirm that the card is still blocked. All right, so now we will go straight to we're done with crypto forex. All right, now let's look at uh, commodity. Let's look at this CFD first. Silver. Okay, so what's the overall general directional bias on silver? Okay, so this is silver. It's mitigated this supply zone. It's mitigated this fair value gap. It's acting like I want to reverse, but this is a break of structure, so it will definitely still sell. Okay, so for me, I'm going to look for bearish entries first on silver. Hope you get that. Yeah, I'm going to look for bearish entries first. So let's ask AI on that so you can see how I use it. So for this particular class, I'm only showing you how I use the AI for better precision. In the next class, I might not be doing all this because it's taking more of my time today. I'll just do only analysis and then close the class. So that's it for silver. So it's a bearish confirmation. So, but there's nothing yet here to trade. There's nothing to trade here yet based on my strategy. You might be seeing something to trade based on your strategy, but for me, there's nothing to trade there. So I'm going to wait. Then I go straight to US 30. So stay active on the community groups. So that's where I'll give you update when I see something to trade. So this is Tesla. Let's do stocks first. This failed. This is Tesla. And if you look at the overall trend on Tesla, of course, the stock market, I think Tesla had a big hit on their stock, and they went down very well last 2 weeks, but they gained price last week, and this is it. So I think this is a bullish market for Tesla. So in that case, just look for bullish entries on Tesla. Okay, bullish entries on Tesla. So let me see. What is he saying about what I asked him? Why is it taking long? Okay, so I said I was going to sell silver if I see opportunity, right? Okay, so he is saying he's going to buy. Now look at it. He said there is no clean setup. Uh-huh. So that's why I told you there's nothing on silver. Now, the reason this AI and I were taking the same is because he has my strategy in his head already. Now, there is no strategy that is good that does not work in trading. The only issue with your strategy is not knowing how to use it. So that's why if you can teach the AI your strategy, it will help you to use it. So you can see he's using my strategy. So that's why I said there's nothing there for silver. He too said there's nothing there. So on Tesla, right? I said bullish, right? On Tesla. So let's ask the AI. Let's know what he has to say. All right. So tell us, what do you have to say concerning, what do you have to say concerning Tesla? Can you see it's bullish? All right. So but right now there's no entry for Tesla. So it's time for me to take my bot trading. I trade this bot trading every 1 hour, and I also trading it with small money though, $10. I trade it every 1 hour, and I also that's 1 hour for 10% profit. So I'm running it on a small capital for now. If I run it on a big capital, so this is the bot. You can see there is 10% bot. Okay, so and then these 5 stick is not an auto bot. Okay, it's a bot that you still need to tell some few things. So what should I trade now based on my strategy? It's a bot that does better in a bullish market. So let's see which of these synthetics are bullish. This one looks bullish, but not very much bullish as I want. So let's take 50, volatility 50, volatility 50. That's it. That's the market. So let's go. So bot is set. Okay, was taking 0.35 cents. So first three winnings, we close the bot and wait for another 1 hour. Then first three losses, we close the bot and wait for another 1 hour. That's how it works. So that's how it is to stay profitable, and that's how to use the bot against the algorithm, because the algorithm can study the way the bot trades and manipulate it. So you see that trading is not for the weak. You think you have a bot, but you don't know that the algorithm is studying your bot, how it works. to manipulate. You can see it has lost the first entry. I told you it does better well on a bullish market. So it lost because the market is a bit indecisive around this side. Okay, but it will win soon because this is a bullish retracement. So this is the summary. That it just won now. So it's taking two entries. It has lost one. It has won one. Remember, I said 10% profit, right? So if it makes 0.35 cents, okay, it's almost 10% profit. So the next one now, I'm going to close the bot. The next win, I'm going to close the bot. That's it. That's it. You get that? So we already made 10% profits on this bot. So how do you see that? When you go to transactions, you look on few details, you can see it. We made even more than 10%. This is 58 cents. 58 cents. 58 cents. So 10% um of 13. 10% of 13. Let's see. I think I was calculating it based on $50. I just remember that this is $10. So if we're doing 10% of, you do that for 4 hours, that's $2. Sorry, 13, right? Okay, so let's see, 10% of 13. Okay, 10% of 13 is 1.3. 10% of 13 is 1.3. Okay, so what we made was 5%. Just 5%, not 10%. That's what I wanted to correct. It was 5%, not 10%. So $100. $100 is really the best thing to use to run bots like this. So 10% of your $100 is let's see, it's $10. Okay, so we made 5%. You get that 5%. It's because of the capital. Okay, if you're using a better capital, you should make 10%. Capital is a bit small. So that's it for the bot. So I'm done with the bots. Let me see if it's still buying. That was volatility 50. Let's check 75. Wow, this is it. Let's run it on volatility 75. If it gives us loss because the bullish move is already happening. If it gives us loss, we're going to leave. 3 losses, we leave. Okay, so we're in. First profits. Let me see. Okay, I think we should leave now. At the second profit, we should leave. Okay, it gave us second loss. Third one. Okay. Okay. So we made profit. So now we're up how many dollars now? We're up $1. That's 10%. Or 10% also. We have made 5% twice. So you see how the bot works. So this is bullish markets. That's why it was able to win that. So let's see if there's any bullish market in volatility 100. Okay. No, it was bullish, but where it is right now is bearish. The ball doesn't work very well in bearish. It doesn't work very well. The way we built it and the AI, we could only build something. If you know much about building bots, you'll see sell condition says if sell is available, then nothing. then do nothing. So what we built then was affecting the bot, so we had to just take it out. Let's take it out. But we say if sell, do nothing. So that's why the bot doesn't do anything. So if you're in a bearish market, you keep losing with the bot because it will not be able to do well. All right, so I'm done with the bot for now. I'm going to be back into the bot in the next 1 hour to trade. So let's finish up with the last one on our list, US 30 commodity. All right, so what's the overall directional bias for US 30? It's struggling to buy, and it's on the all-time high. I don't trade all-time highs. If you look at the 12, let's say 1 day, you can see this is an all-time high. You can see this is what we're trading in 20 during Joe Biden's administration, right? This 2024, this is what I was trading. You can see. So price has surpassed what we were trading at 2024. These were my entries in 2024 into 2025. You can see where price is all-time high. I don't trade that. It's very risky because you don't know where price is going to, so you cannot easily predict. So I'm going to wait for US 30 to give me a bearish confirmation, and then I know what to trade. So let's ask AI what it thinks about that. Let's see what he has to say about that. All right, so AI said I do not approve any buy yet. No buy yet. So what buyers are you seeing? What buyers are you seeing? You see no entry, balance range with bullish setup. So I already told you I cannot buy. The reason I can't buy an all-time high is I don't know where price is going to. What it means all-time high is that US 30 has not done this kind of price before in history. It's like when gold was doing all-time high, people were running into the gold market. That's a very risky place. And then suddenly gold just declined, and a lot of people lost money. We don't buy things at all-time high. The risk is very high. So this is a bullish market, clearly, but I can't buy at all-time high. So what I want is that it gives me like, okay, this was a bearish confirmation, but it was taken out, right? It gives me another bearish confirmation on this side. On this side, that's when I can trade US 30. So that'll be all for Forex, crypto, synthetics, commodities, and stocks. So we're going to run into synthetics. And there I will say a little bit about the bot. All right, so this is the synthetics. This is my saved chart, KFC trading. Now there's an entry we missed last week. Sometimes I get very busy and I don't check my synthetic. There was an entry I told you during the class that we should anticipate for. Let me see whether it's jump. I think it's volatility to income, but let me check jump first. Okay, it's jump. This was the entry. Perfect entry. We missed it. During the class, I told us that we're going to wait for a confirmation here. Price got there and triggered. It was aggressive though, but that was supposed to be the entry. So I will try as much as possible in my busy schedule to pay attention to the chart this week So what is it showing us? Jump 25. What is it showing us? Overall trend shifted to the downside, right? So this can be bearish. Okay. So if I find bearish confirmations, I can trade bearish with this. So if price for any reason gets here, I can look for bearish entries. But until then, I do nothing on jump. Then for volatility 25, that's where I usually have the challenge. I've already marked out where I'm expecting price to get to. So sometimes in the week I get busy and not check. So for those of you that are in this class, you can mark this if you are trading these things. Mark it on your own chart. Mark it on your own system and expect it. So I think this was what we anticipated for jump and then just run aggressively. Sorry, for volatility 25. Now, volatility 25 should have been buying, but it's currently consolidating. This is what we call consolidation. When you see that price is just repeating, staying in one place, it's consolidating. And when price starts consolidating like that, there are two things you wait for. You wait for either a break towards the downside or a break towards the upside. So, two things you wait for. This is it: break to the downside or break to the upside. So, this is the upside. If you find a break out of this side, then you start looking for bullish entries. But if you find a break towards the downside like this, then you start looking for bearish entries. So because of that, there's nothing to trade. This is a consolidating market. It's really nothing to trade. Then let's go straight to the port as I round up. All right, now deriv has different sides. For those of you that trade deriv with me, now this is deriv. Okay, if you come to the home, deriv home, you're gonna see. Now, if you don't have a deriv account, send me a DM. I'll send you the link so you can create an account. Now, deriv upgraded their system, so everything changed. It's not like the way it used to be for those of you that knew it before. So this is the deriv MT5, the one we use for trading on MT5. Then this is the deriv options, the one I'm using the bot. So the bot only works on options. So in case you're wondering, oh, I built a bot, can you use it on Forex? No, this is not a Forex bot. This is a deriv bot, and deriv bot only works on options. So deriv has CFDs options, CFDs and options. Okay, so the CFDs are the volatilities and all those other ones. The option is the one most sensitive and delicate part of deriv that you can easily lose money if you don't know what you're doing. So we have the smart trader. I do smart trader. Let me see if I can show you what smart trader is. Let me show you. Let me show you in case you want to use it anytime. Smart trader is one place you can easily make smart money and you can easily lose your money. So how does it work? Depends on what you are trading. You must have a strategy. Now, this is my strategy on smart trader. I only trade baskets, right? I only trade bears and bulls, bears and bulls market index. So if I'm trading the bears market index, this is what I do. I trade two ticks, okay? Then I trade, I stake. If I'm staking, let me say 3.5, that's 35 cents. This market, what we trade is the charts. So if I'm trading the 1 minute chart, okay, this, remember, this is a bear what market index. Bear what market index. You don't trade it on bullish market index. Now this is a bullish candle, so that's what you trade on bullish. So now if I enter this trade and it ticks to the downside 2 times, I've won. And this 35 cents I'm staking here will turn to 66 to double. If I enter and it ticks, I'm in a bear market, I enter for it to tick twice to the downside, and then it ticks twice to the upside, I've lost because I'm in a bear market. Now, this is a bullish candle. So I will switch now because this is a bullish market. I will switch to bull markets so that I can do it for the sake of this class, so I can close this class. So let's trade one, okay? Because we're in a bullish market. So let's see if we can get one. Okay, so we have one. Not, I don't do it for a long candle. Wow, it's been long I did this thing. I have confirmations. I just took it. Okay, it didn't even take it. I don't do it on a long candle. I do it on candle. I do it on candle that are retesting like this now. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I have other rules because this is my strategy. Okay, okay, okay. Did you see that? You see, so I was correct. I was correct. So this candle was a very long candle, bearish candle, right? But I was in a bull market index. So what I needed is for it to tick to the upside twice. So if it tick to the upside twice without hitting down, I have won. And it did that. It ticked to the upside without going down. So my 35 cents that I risked became what? 66 cents because my potential profit was 31 US dollars. So that's how the smart trader works. But as it is like it can take all your money. Oh. Don't go and trade what you don't know, please. I'm just doing it to show you what it looks like. Okay, so you can see my money has increased. Now, when you go to derivative trader is another side. Okay, they will have derivative bots. So this is the derivative bot. So the derivative bot does not need coding. That's why it's easy. It doesn't need coding. It just gives you a platform where you can build the bot. So I and the AI built something. So let's trade it. So this is the bot dashboard. Okay, you can't do it with your brain. In case you are thinking you can do it with your brain. I've tried building with my brain before. I was just building board that was wasting money. But thank God for AI. I snapped this board to the AI. I said, can we build this with my strategy? And he said, yes, my strategy. So the board I have built now, which is this, I saved it many times. That's why you're saying, because I'm working on it, I'm saving. That's why you're saying plenty things. It doesn't mean I have plenty bots. This is the bot here, 10% profit per hour. All right, so sorry about the interruption. So now this is what I built. This is my bot. Okay, so I've told you what to do. This is my strategy, my normal trading strategy. But this one does not save, so I'll have to always change it to 5 ticks. Remember in smart trader I do ticks. Please, can you lock that door? In smart trader I do 2 ticks. In um, my bot trader I do 5 ticks. So I'm going to stake 35 cents. Okay. Now what should I trade? Remember my bot is for only bullish markets. So let's check which of the pair is in bullish, and it's 1 minute. Trade 1 minute because it's fast. So in the 1 minute, 25 is bullish. Volatility 25 is bullish. So we just go. You can see everything is set. So we trade. So it gives me 2 profits straight at close. It gives me 2 losses straight at close. Okay, whichever one. That's how you can protect your loss, protect your money, and protect your win. So we're in. So this is the transaction history. All right, first loss. Let me see the market again if it's still moving. Okay, it's still bullish. First loss, 35 cent loss. Let's see. First win. So 2 win, that's 1-1. Remember, I said 2 wins at a time. I close. 2 loss at a time. I close. That's how you protect your money, protect your capital, and you keep your win. Now I'm up 27 cents, 5% profit. But I need more than that. So am I closing now? Depends on if I win. If I win, I close. Okay, I lost. All right, so I go and confirm if it's still a bullish market. Yeah, it's still a bullish market, so I can still stay. But if I lose twice, I might leave. If I lose twice, I might leave. So let's see. Oh, I've lost twice. Should I leave? Let me see. If it's a bearish market or it's a bullish market, I won't leave. I'll win because I know what I built, so I know what to do. But if it gives me loss, maybe more, I will leave. I have won. So I have 3-3, right? So I'm waiting for my win that will make me leave the market. Still a bullish, is it still a bullish market? Yes. But it's consolidating, so that's why it's losing. If it was not consolidating, if it was a direct bullish market, it will win. Because the bot understands only bullish markets. So it has won. Right? So we're in profit 19 cents. If it wins this one now, I'm out. Because that is the target, to win twice or win 3 times. All right, it has lost. So we're back 4-4, right? So let's see, is it still bullish? Yeah, it's bullish. So we can still get what we want. So let's wait. Let's see. If we get 2 wins, we leave. Ah, 2 loss. Should I leave? It's still bullish, so I can't leave. So I stay. It will win. It will win. So let's see. I want to use this to close the class. So let's see. Oh, 3 loss at a time. And it's still bullish. So what's going on? Manipulation. So let's see. If it loses again, if it loses again now, then I might just have to leave the market and wait for another time to try. Oh. So I left the market at $1.21 loss. Why? Because though I've taken 11 entries with this bot, and I won four entries, and I lost 7 entries. If you continue this way, you are going to be risking your account and you're going to be making the wrong move. So you can see that no matter how you build it, it's not too smart. Why? Because there is an algorithm. If you don't know what algorithm is the build of the system you are dealing with. That's the computer built. There's an algorithm that the brokers work with, and the algorithm is to study what you are doing to help them so that you don't win all the time. So because of that, you will have to use a strategy that helps confuse the algorithm not to know what you're doing. I hope you get that now. That's what makes you a good trader. So I think I can go in now because it's currently bullish. So let's try one more time. This time around, let's see if we win. All right. So let's see. The bullish market has started moving. It was manipulating before. Let's see. It gives us 2 wins. I go out. Gives us 2 loss. I go out. Sorry, 2 wins. Yes, I go out. 2 loss. I go out. 1 loss already. Let me see if it's still bullish. Yeah, it's bullish. So what's going on? It's bullish. It's just consolidating a little bit, which is what we call manipulation in trading. Ah, so I won. So 1-1. Let's see if we can get 2-1. We should get 2-1 here because this is a bullish market. You can see it. It's a bullish market. Bullish market means buying market. All right, so we won. We won. So if we win the next one, we're out. Oh, we have won 2 times. Really? I didn't even know. Wow, 3 times. So you see, we have recovered. We have recovered a little bit of what we lost. Okay, you can see it's a bullish market. So that was why we won. So we recovered a bit of what we lost. We still have more to recover. You can see, let me show you the transaction history. This is it. So we have 58 cents back up. But what we lost was $1 because I took a wrong decision. I took a wrong decision there, and The wrong decision I took was I was seeing a bullish market, so I felt, let me see if I can win 3 times. Then I now won, and sorry, if I can lose 3 times, and I lost 4 times. So the loss was more. So that will be all on today's class. I know you got much value in today's class, and I hope the value you got from today's class would help you improve your trading journey, help you make money in the markets, and help you do well in the markets. So stay very active on the communities, the free community, the VIP community, VIP community. Stay very active so that we can make some money.